want photos. Oh, okay. And we are now not live. Well, we're live right now, but we're not. I mean, if you see this, we're not gonna be. I'm gonna probably be awake, no matter what hour it is, which sucks. But that's my problem. Today I am interviewing percussionist extraordinaire, classically and unclassically trained, Mr. Mike Tapp, ladies and gentlemen. The lead drummer. I like that, lead drummer.
Oh, yeah, lead drummer.
Because there's only really
gotta have that.
one drummer in the band, which is
Super lead drummer.
Yeah, anyway. So here he is. We're going to ask him some questions. We're going to keep it short.
Really short.
Because we're actually waiting for some other band members to get over here.
And I don't like being on camera.
Finish recording. Mike, what was your earliest your earliest fondest memory of falling in love for the first time with a particular song? Do you recall that?
A particular song?
Yeah.
Any song. Not ours, but a song. Like a song. Any song.
Any song.
I don't know
Well,
the
that
name
song
of it.
sucks.
I don't know the name of it.
I'm just kidding.
I can sing it a little bit of it. Like
Please do. Please, for them. They love
yeah.
this kind of stuff.
And they started something. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know the words because that usually happens to me. When I like a song a lot, I just don't remember the words because I don't want to, and I really like the song.
Okay, well, who sang it?
I don't know. I think it's like Speedball. I don't know.
So, okay.
When the children run, they started walking. Well, where were they going without ever knowing the way?
Oh, I know that song. Yeah.
That was my first song I ever fell in love with.
Really?
That was it.
It's a good song.
That's my song that I love.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
I gotta give you the props on that because it is actually a pretty good song.
Yeah, I love it. It's too good.
And why were you so in love with it the first time you heard it? I mean, what did it do? Was it the music itself, or the vocalization, or the words? Well, since you can't remember the words,
yeah,
it probably wasn't the words.
I try not to remember the words of any song I like because it's like falling in love again with it. But
that is
right. It makes sense.
Well, I was gonna say gay, but no.
Oh well.
No. It makes perfect sense. It's very poetic. So what you just said. If I had a heart, I'd cry.
Yeah. It's not tear.
Don't.
I used to listen to my parents' music a lot, and then I guess this song came on, and it was monotoned, and I thought it was gonna be the crappiest song ever. And when the bass came on, everything just came together, and I that was my first song I called my own, and actually started liking music.
Yeah. How old were you? How young were you?
I think I was on my way.
Like, it was just last week. It's the first
was-
song I ever heard.
I was in the car with my parents, and we were going on a vacation trip to the Bahamas. No, I was kidding. No.
Wow.
No.
You were driving to the Bahamas?
Yeah. No, we were going to Corpus Christi. And we're driving, and it's nighttime, and I love the nighttime.
I love the nightlife.
Yeah,
I got to boogie.
And it just came on, and it was the first time I'd ever been played on the radio, and I liked it. And I told my dad to turn up, but he's to turn up the volume. And he's like, "All right, yeah," and that was it.
So, are you gonna answer my question?
What was the question?
How old were you? How young were you?
I was like 12, I think. I don't know.
So that was like the first song you fell in love with at age 12? Nothing before that?
Nothing before that.
Just Space Jam song?
Well, it's Space Jam. I was into the Space Jam. Do my jams on the jam.
He was singing that earlier,
Jam.
and I love that song.
While I was taking a piss, yeah.
And I love that movie.
Peeing. Space Jam it.
Okay, I know you can play other instruments besides the drums, but what moves you to play the drums more than the other instruments that you know how to play?
Well, I'm a very passionate person,
Yeah.
so if I get angry or really angsty, I kind of take it out on the drum set, but I also close my eyes and kind of just, it's more of like a flowing of energy than banging the hell out of these skins. Just kind of just flow with it. It's like tennis. You have to hit it, but you have to hit it with like some sort of grace, but you have to hit it enough power. And that's the same thing that I do on the drum set.
That's an excellent metaphor, and it really actually describes your style a great deal because you have I would call your drumming style passionate. I mean, I've been very fortunate to play with a lot of decent drummers, and while they each individually had their own psyche about how they played the drums, I gotta say, man, I'm really impressed with your ability. Like, I'm not just saying that, really, I'm not. If I was to pick a drummer, it wouldn't be you. No, I'm just kidding. If I was to have to pick a drummer out of the entire scope of the people that I was blessed to actually play with, I'd actually pick you. Even for some of the older stuff and my weird brain back when I was a kid, when I didn't really know what I was doing in music, if I had known you, I would have totally tried to enlist you because
We still have no idea what we're doing in music.
we don't.
Kind of just going through it.
We don't, but the fortunate thing about that is that it's art and it's allowable to do that. If there's a certain construct that we have in mind, we're able to put it out in the palette. But I want to go back to, as far as I'm concerned, your style it is a technical, abrasive, pleasing style. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's jazz, Latin, African, rock, classical. I hear it all in that, and I'm very impressed with it. I'm actually very, very happy to have you with us, man. I really am. I'm gonna start a story. He's gonna finish it on how we actually started working in music together. We were both working in the same place, a place which I do not want to say on my channel, but it rhymes with "you suck." No, it doesn't. It rhymes with beers. Anyway,
It's a pretty good one.
thanks. He was working in one department, I was working in the other department. We would talk, man, and I was just like the biggest jerk to him.
But it was just great, right? Oh, me go on, sorry.
No, it wasn't great. I was just a jerk. I mean, I'm the type of person that if you aren't doing something for me and my cause, I'm just gonna treat you as a subhuman. I don't have any explanation for why I do that. It's wrong, and I know all that stuff, and it's evil. It's just the way I am. It's how I cope with life. I tend to take things more serious if my own providence is governed into it. So that's why I do those things. But then I just asked him out of the blue. Remember when I asked you, I was like, "Do you play any instruments?" And what does Mike say?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't play any instruments.
No.
I am a just don't play anything. No,
So I'm like, okay, well then screw you then. I gotta go. It was pretty much like that for like almost 2 months, man.
Yeah, this is long.
And then my co-singer, Mark, the one that doesn't know how to spell his name, because he got a K, and I do mine with a C. But this is not about me. This is not an interview about me. It's all about me. No, it's not. It's about Mr. Mike here. But anyway, I don't know if Mark talked to you about the band or about our project that we were trying to get together.
Mark knew that I played in like a jazz band at San Antonio College, and
How did he know about that? Like,
because he would go to Chipotle, and I had worked at Chipotle, and I would just make burritos and shit. And
I do
stuff.
love burritos.
And ended up talking to him. I forgot how we ended up meeting, but oh, that's it. I was gonna run a marathon or something like that, and I asked him like, "Hey, would
Oh,
you
for
like
sponsorship.
to, yeah,
Right, now I
Would you like to sponsor me?" And he said, "Yeah," and that was pretty much it. And then I lost my passion for making burritos.
Yeah,
and so I quit that.
there's some
and
good
got into
burritos over there,
cereal.
man.
Yeah, man.
You know,
I got
you
free
have
food
that
all the
passion
time.
for that.
Free food. I mean, what can you say? But
So he talked to you, and you know he offered you, hey man, you see, maybe you can come into my music project. And then I remember asking you if you played drums out of the blue, and then you were like, "Yeah, I play
Yeah,
drums."
when I was first working there at Sears.
No. Like after I'd already talked to you before, and then like a couple of months after, when you were talking to Mark about the project, and I'm like, "Oh, was I talking to Mark? I don't remember. I think I was talking to Mark, and Mark was all like, "Yeah, Mike plays drums." I'm like, "No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't play anything. What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Dude, Mike plays drums, man." And I'm like, "That's so
almost professionally."
And I remember when I went over to you, I was like, "Hey, dude, why you gotta lie to me, man? Huh? You play drums? What's going on here, man?"
Yeah, you did.
And then he goes, "What did you say? Why did you say you didn't want to work with me?" You can tell the truth here. I want you to tell the truth because it's
what
awesome.
did I say? I forgot.
He's all like, "Yeah, man, I didn't want to work with you because I thought you were a jerk."
Yeah, I would say something like that.
And I was like, "Yeah, I am a jerk." So that's all more reason to work with people when they're that angry
when you already
and passionate.
know the person's angry. Yeah.
So like at that time I thought, you know what, that kind of attitude is perfect for what we're trying to do. I wanted to. That's when I did my best to try to enlist you from there. It's been really good. I mean, they're already done with all their work for the most part, so we're just engineering the vocals and whatnot. Which, by the way, 9:30.
Yeah, he's running late.
Late? He's running an hour and 30 minutes late. Okay. Going back to your influences, what is your biggest influence musically overall right now? Who do you see it? Yeah, your favorite artist right now.
Overall, like.
Just music. We'll get into. I'll ask you the percussion.
Well, right now, I guess it would have to be Radiohead. I love Radiohead right now.
Creep.
He knows how to get to the soul for sure. Weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
I don't belong here. Okay, so musically, that's a good pick. It wouldn't be my pick, but then again, I'm not interviewing myself. If I did, it would go something like this: Mark, are you stupid? No. Do you love women? Yes.
Okay.
That's horrible. Okay, and in terms of percussion, what would be an overall band? It could be any band. Like, who do you like listening to on the drums the most?
Oh, This Town Needs Guns.
Huh?
This Town Needs Guns is pretty good,
I
and
haven't heard of them. Who are they? What are they?
This Town
Do I
Needs
love
Guns. It's a math rock band, and I think you would love them. I mean, the drummer. I got to meet the drummer, and down to earth person. Love the guy. He was amazing, and just ended up just. He's really good. He just told me. I asked him like, how do you play? Like, do you write the stuff that you play down, and how do you go about this? And he said, I just play, and it all comes out just the same, is what he told me. And I kind of...
So basically, he didn't give you an answer.
He didn't... Well, I mean, that's not an answer, but...
I feel like, can you expound on that,
well, I mean,
sir?
you could take that and say, like, hey, he was made to be a drummer. He was meant to be a drummer, and so that's why it just works out that way. It just worked out that
What's
way.
his drumming style? What do you like most about his drumming style?
His drumming style is just
what are his influences?
complicated. It's all over the place,
So
all
theory,
over the
of
drum
theory.
set, and yeah, there's a lot. I mean, you could put some pretty good theory onto.
I hate theory. You know why?
Why? Because it puts something onto something that's so like out there.
I'm
Yeah.
not smart enough for it,
Oh,
so
no.
I'm gonna stay away from it.
No, I mean theory. I did theory. I did music theory, and it kind of just narrow minds your view of music. And
you
I
would
did
expect
not
that
like
it would
that.
broaden it. I mean,
it does.
theory means that, hey, we're trying to invent something. Basically, that's what it means. We're trying to invent something that we're just theorizing, that it doesn't even exist.
Well,
it's the idea of progression, and to me, it's like, I'm not interested in progression.
yeah.
Most of the bands that I've been in have been progressive rock of some sort or another,
Yeah.
but that's only because I suck. I'm just kidding. I'm awesome. Anyway,
You are awesome.
no. But I think that theory, there's a lot to be learned from it, but I think it's mainly only you're learning from it. You can't really use it. It's very rare that it's commercially viable.
Yeah, most people think, oh, music theory, like, oh, there goes that nerd talking about music theory again.
But you know what? We need that. I mean, as a society, if we don't progress or evolve, especially in music.
Yeah, but you also gotta see it from my point of view, where I'm saying it's kind of like putting a science.
I do love pudding.
Yeah. Pudding
Chocolate.
is good. Chocolate and vanilla.
You put the pudding in my coconut cup.
I don't even know, man.
I'm sorry. Go on.
It's like, let's see, how can I put this? It's like putting math to saying that God is real or something, you know? Some
Yeah.
people just say, oh, God's real. I don't need anything to tell me that God's real. And if anything, it makes me feel better about myself that way. Some people are like that. And those people are usually really happy and kind of, in my opinion, delusional. But it's that happiness that everyone's trying to find in their life. And so if they found it that way, then great for them. But that's what I'm getting to. Like, for me, I guess I'd rather just believe in music and not really have to put anything on.
You know what? I guess maybe that you're expounding on something that I guess that's what I was actually trying.
You
to
get
say.
what I'm saying now?
Yeah. I agree with that. I think that and it's okay if you want to needle pick it, but it's I get what you're saying. I agree with you to that extent.
But I mean, I agree with you too. Like you have to, in order to expand your knowledge of music, be out there and try to theorize music.
Well, I mean, you have to
It
not
becomes
every
so-
song, but I mean,
Yeah.
if you're good enough, do it in every song. But I mean, I don't see myself as a lead singer of Dream Theater, so that's not gonna happen. But
On to the next thing.
yeah, I wanted to ask you another question that wasn't very musically intelligible, but
Which was?
excuse me, I burped. What is your favorite position when driving a car? You bunch of damn perverts.
It would have to be. Wait, are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know, because this is weird.
Because there's really only one position when you're driving the car. It's this.
It's all this right here.
But it could be argued that if I was one of the lowriders.
Yeah. Bam it.
No, I'm not serious. Do you prefer dating women that are in rock bands or not in rock bands?
You're trying to get to that stupid thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was a very objective question. I would like you to answer it, please.
I do like girls in rock bands, and I love girls that play
Oh
drum
yeah!
sets.
What?
Girls that play drum sets, they just,
Nice cover.
I love them.
What about the guitarist girls out there that are in bands? Let's say they're signed with Joan Jett's label. What?
You're a dick, man. You're a dick. You're
Okay.
trying to get me to tell them about
Have you
that
ever
whole thing.
driven?
No.
Have you ever ridden a motorcycle? Have you ever actually gotten a motorcycle, shifted gears and stuff?
Shift gears. Nope, I have never ridden a motorcycle. Ever.
Well, I'll take you to do that soon, because there's nothing like that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I want to shoot a gun, actually.
We'll do that too.
I need to shoot a gun.
You've never shot a gun?
I never shot a
We
gun.
need to have you shoot a
I
gun.
need to shoot a gun.
Yeah.
At a watermelon. Or person. Maybe. Maybe not.
I can think of one person
Maybe
in
not.
mind shooting, at least in the kneecap. I never even met the dude either. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, okay. So this is what do you want to be? What do you want us to call you on stage? By the way, because I'm just gonna call you Tapp. I mean, are you okay with that? Is that your name?
Tapp?
Is that your persona? Yeah.
I used to be in a band that was called, I forgot what it was called, and it was a stupid name anyway.
Musics Are Us. I always wanted to name a
Music's
band
Are
with
Us.
that. Like Rock Are Us. I just made that up right now. Oh yeah, that's what I'm so sorry. Erase that question. It was stupid.
All right.
Out of your current project with Set, what are the songs you're most excited to actually
Be
perform?
playing on.
Because you got to look at it from the mentality.
My favorite song is 430 Hertz.
432 hertz.
Yeah, 432
That's
hertz.
such a good. Like you guys
We did such a great fucking job.
Well,
on it.
no, I mean, you and oh my gosh, you and Philip were just in the zone now. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. Honestly,
We were just kind of just.
I'm still intimidated
Fucking
by the
right.
music. Like I don't even want to mess it up, but I have to. But anyway, his work is done on the first EP for the most part. So right now he's just hanging around here at the studio, waiting for Mark, which is now
Showing my support.
almost 2 hours late. I got a text from him. Let me read it to you guys. A text from Mark. Fire it.
Dear Mark, I am being stupid right now, and
That's pretty close.
I am not coming, and I'm eating a burrito.
He says he's still waiting. You know what? We son of a... Oh, maybe I should do this. So 432 Hertz. I'm getting kind of excited. How do you see this band in the near future?
You're asking me that question?
Yeah. Absolutely. Or you want to go back to the dating girl thing?
No, let's not do the. Fine, I'll just say it. You know what? No, I can't, because then everyone's gonna hear about it, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, he did that with that girl."
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the band thing, dude. Look, man, this is your form. This is our
The
form.
band thing? Alright, fine, the band thing. Alright, so I am usually the dick in the group, I guess, too.
I outdid that.
Yeah.
He's like,
he does
wow.
that too, but I guess
Wow.
it's just like every once in a while I'll have my dick moment where I'm just like,
Oh, I should tell them that we were actually writing. This was months ago already when we first were writing, and there are not many people on this planet that I would allow to shut me up. But you're looking at the one guy that did right here, this guy right here. And you know what? And the only reason I did shut up was because he was right.
every once in a while.
Every once in a while, he doesn't remind me anything of myself at all. In the youth. Let me explain something about the dichotomy of the band. You have two really old guys and then two really young guys. That's pretty much it. So you have a little bit of old school and new school. What, you're like 12. How old are you?
I'm not fucking 12.
Well, calm down.
I'm 26.
He's in the mid-20s.
26.
Okay. You're grandpa.
Whatever.
Try mid-40s. Mark. The other Mark, not me. I'm 22.
22s. Isn't there a song about that?
There will be. But yeah, I'm really happy to have you aboard. I can't wait for you guys to hear the rest of the songs.
And if
awesome.
any of the ladies are out there,
oh, that's another question I asked.
Ladies.
I asked.
Ladies.
What you saw the interview?
That's really corny, but yeah.
No, that's fine. This is our forum. I mean, who's gonna tell? Hey, you guys.
Hey, you can't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
You know, we're anti-Illuminati. Obviously, that's the message that we're trying to get across because we're sick of these sons of bitches that are basically. You know, people ask me every day, "Hey, Mark, why do you care? You know, that doesn't bother you. Oh, really? Well, how come I'm gonna be charged $130 on because of some stupid healthcare bill that I didn't have next year if I don't have it?" I get charged $130 on my taxes.
It's total bullshit.
That affects me. I don't know how you guys are. You know, maybe it doesn't affect me. Let me go check.
Opt out of that.
Let me well, you guys can. I can't.
Oh yeah.
Let me go check the sports scores. Let me go check out to see what's happening in Justin Bieber while what's going on in the Ukraine right now. Your guys are missing it. You guys are also going to lose net neutrality. We were just talking about it. Why? Because you guys care more about, you know, what's between the sheets of Tina Tuna and whoever she's screwing. I mean, who cares? Really?
Yeah. You are blinded.
You're being distracted. They're taking you away from who it is that you were born to be. And that's why we're pissed off. And that's why we have definitive songs against them. And anybody that wants to try to stop us, go for it, man. You may think that we're a little garage band right now, but you'd be surprised at how many people will get behind a cause.
That's what this is all about.
Music isn't going to save us, but you know what? It is going to piss off a lot of the right people if we do it correctly. So, anyway, that was one last thing I wanted to ask you, which I forgot again. Damn it. Brain fart. Anyway, I guess that's it. I love this guy. He's
I love you
become part of my family. He's a brother in arms, and I'm really, really impressed with his talent. And I think you got a lot of awesome things to do with us in the future, man. It's gonna be awesome. Check us out on Facebook.com/setband XETBAND.
Yeah.
Facebook sucks. They didn't let me have the whole name. Cause some like Guatemalan chick is named Set. I should email her. I'd be like, yeah, you need to change your name. She'd be, but that's my birth name. I don't give a rat's ass. Change it.
Just do it right now.
Cause we're from America.
She's probably watching right now,
I know,
actually.
right? I love those guys. I don't love them no more. Okay. And of course, we're probably gonna be posting some new songs. Actually, by next weekend.
Yep.
On ReverbNation.com/set. Thanks a lot for your support, Mike. Tell us to go. Rock on, brother.
See y'all later.
Bye.